Are you struggling to make meaningful connections with your audience? And are you struggling to secure consistent sales? So perhaps something feels a little bit disconnected, but you can't quite put your finger on what that missing link is. And when we don't understand the people that we're coming into contact with within our business, we tend to end up making assumptions about who they are. And when we make assumptions about who they are, we could end up making costly mistakes. And you guessed it, we could be reaching out to them with messaging that's never going to hit that sweet spot, no matter how hard we try. Now in this video and my coming videos, I'm going to be talking to you and taking you on a deeper dive about how you can create much stronger connections by understanding your customers and your audiences. And you know what that's going to do, right? It's going to increase your chances of building know, like, and trust and sell without selling. I'm Lauren Bradley. I'm a business strategist and mentor, and I've started, grown and scaled businesses for myself and other entrepreneurs for almost 30 years now. And in my videos, I'm going to show you how to grow your business so you can escape the feast or famine trap and grow your income consistently. Okay, so let's get going. So today I'm going to talk about understanding your audience and your ideal paying customers by tapping into who they are following. So why do you want to be tapping into your target paying customers? Well, it's going to get you laser focused on who you're serving and why those particular people want to invest in you over anybody else. So if you know your ideal paying customer inside out, the more likely you're going to be to offer the things that they're looking for. And it's going to feel seamless, like your offerings are the obvious choice. And one of the ways we can tap into the hearts and minds of our audience and our ideal paying customers is to dig deep into understanding who they follow, because you can learn so much about your ideal paying customer this way. Okay, so let's dig into this. Number one, what customer pain points do you solve? And the first thing you want to do is work out what problems your potential customers are facing and really double down on understanding exactly that. So I like to call it walking in my ideal paying customer's shoes. And here I will make it my goal to experience their problems, their frustrations, what they love and what they feel passionate about. So I'll always try to understand how they're thinking and feeling and then build real examples of customer pain points. Next, I'll take plenty of time to work out exactly how I can be the answer to their problem and create my solution that solves that problem or that need for them. And what also helps me is to look at who these people with this problem or this need are following. And I do that because my customers follow who they follow, because those businesses or those individuals will be giving my would-be customers the types of answers or the types of support that they're looking for. So it's really important to understand exactly what their need is that is currently being fulfilled by the people they follow. And I can't tell you enough how valuable doing this type of research is. Now, number two, know your competition. Okay, when you know who your ideal customers are following, it'll also give you some amazing insights into who your competitors are. Now, I know many of you feel really uncomfortable talking about your competition, but when you understand who else is operating within your niche market, you can better understand how you're different. And tapping into that difference will become one of your powerful secret selling sources. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on competitors in this video, but my point is, when you better understand who is popular in your niche marketplace and figure out ways to set yourself apart from your competitors, you'll then put yourself miles ahead. So when you commit the time to dig into this, you'll discover even more of your own strengths. So finding out which competitors your audience and customers are following not only helps you know where you are different, but where you are strong. And you may find a way to plug a gap in the market that no one else is covering. Okay, number three, where are my customers hanging out? And this is probably my most asked question. And one fast way to find out where they hang out is by understanding who the influencers are in your marketplace, because you can learn so much about these influencers and what it is they're doing that makes your potential customers follow them. And then you guessed it, you go back to number 2 and you work out how you're different. So by researching influencers, you can learn a lot about what their audience likes, and you can discover the audience's hobbies, interests, the questions they're asking in that influencer's community, and then you can tap into understanding the content that they're consuming in their spare time. But just don't become a stalker. Okay, number 4. Know your ideal customer's buying behaviour. So what exactly do I mean by this? Well, your potential customer's mindset and their approach to making that decision to commit to buy depends on the type of products they're going to buy. And an example of this is you might not give it a second thought to pop into your local supermarket to buy a toilet roll. But say you want to buy a new phone, you'll have a completely different buying behaviour. And I'm guessing you'll do the research on the specs of the phones, you'll weigh up the costs, the kudos of owning a particular brand of the phone, and so on. So when you know the buying behaviour of your own ideal paying customers, then it'll be much easier to present what you have to offer in a way that's going to connect with them. And it makes their decision-making process a no-brainer. And if you go back to my previous suggestions, it's highly likely that they're following the influencers that they're also buying from. So take a look to see what messaging the influencer is using and look at the customer's buying behaviours. Now, you're not doing this to copy them. So remember, this is to understand where you can be different and then tap into those mindsets of the people that you would like to buy from you. So how do we do this and actually find out who our audience is following? Well, the most obvious place to start is social media. And a quick look at any of your followers' profiles will show you what other businesses or other lifestyle choices they enjoy. And if it's appropriate, you could also follow your ideal paying customers and see what they're posting. Now, this is also really easy to do if they're also a business owner, but don't forget, don't be a stalker. So another way to do this is just by going and asking them who they admire and who they follow. So most people will be really happy to tell you, or even ask who inspires them on a post in your community. Now, I often ask for feedback or insights, and because people know I'm always looking to improve or provide an even greater service and more value, they're really happy to help me out. So another great way to gain insights from them is by setting up a feedback session every quarter, because that's a great way to tap into their daily lives and provide even more value. So all these incredible insights you're collecting will directly feed into your ideal paying customer profile, because it's going to help you to tap into your audience's wants, their preferences, and what they need. And don't forget, this is a well-worthy exercise because you're going to find out so much more about yourself, your business, and how you are going to stand out in a marketplace that's surrounded by competitors. So keep your research organised and keep coming back to it on a regular basis, and use your research as the basis for all your messaging, your product development, and your ongoing brand development. Now, you could always go one step further and use this research as a way of connecting with influencers and forming new collaborations. And there's so many benefits to doing this, but one of the real bonuses is it will build your credibility and your authority in front of your ideal customers, and it's going to increase your reach across the two audiences. So knowing who your customers are and who they follow is an absolutely brilliant way to grow your business, because when you become seamless in how you understand and connect with your ideal paying customers, you will sell more and your business will grow much faster. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed my video and you'd like to escape the feast or famine trap and grow your business by building a consistent income, then check out how you can join the 80/20 Club membership program in the comments below.